Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So I'm late because my mom called me and then she just texted me like with 10 seconds to go. Or no, she just called me again. So I texted her and said, please text me any questions that you have. So I'm like, if I have to answer my mom in a text, I apologize, but she is grocery shopping. Because we're going to my parents this weekend. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to be watching out for that. I'm going to keep it on silent, but just do not disturb so I can see anything come through. Let me know what you need. Okay, gotta answer the mom first. That's like priorities before we make a card. Hi, everybody. Yes, gotta talk to my mom, says Pam. Yes, I do have to talk to my mom. And I also have to plug in my computer too. It's been a morning, you guys. This is the Friday before Labor Day, and my kids have half day today. And if you're in a school district that does that, where your kids have half days before the holiday, it's a nightmare, like a literal nightmare. Like they barely eat anything because they have to eat before the school releases them. They barely eat. So you get them home, you're trying to eat, you're trying to get in the car and go. It's crazy, crazy. Hey, Maureen, thank you so much. Hey, Karen. I hope you enjoyed today's live. Yeah, my mom's okay. She's just grocery shopping, Joy, for my family. And she's asking she's asking me which kind of avocado oil ranch that I like for our salad, which is very cute. It's Tessa May's in the fridge section. Okay, so there we go. Had to answer the salad dressing. So she knows like my kids like certain things, so she's trying to make sure she has them in the house. Okay. Amrita says, my mom always does this. Yes. Yeah, it's nice that they do that. It's nice that they do that. And Amrita's district has a whole day off today. Friend, I'm here with you. Okay, so I actually hit go live before my intro screen was on, which was really cool. Thank you. Yeah, I have a maker shirt on. I'm a maker today. We're going to make something fun using the latest Concord 9th release. It got to me late before, like after the 9th, and I knew there was a lot of videos and stuff, so I didn't want to push it. And so I thought, I'll just go live at the end of the month. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for being here live with me. I'm so happy you're here. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff done, and I'm going to show you what we're creating with because these products are really cool. And I have a little bit of insider knowledge to know that there are other things that may be coming on the horizon that might entice you to buy this accordion card base die. Okay, so this accordion card base, it's really cool because it creates an accordion card, and then you can use any of your products to make little scenes, right? Not just Concord 9th. There are other companies who have come out with like box dies and things like that. Or I'm going to show you how you can take other little die cuts from other sets and you can use them on this too. So I really think that this set can be mixed and matched with so many different products from other manufacturers too. Hello, Mindy. Nice to see you, friend. Oh, Beverly, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, we got to love our moms. So maybe Amrita, I'm not saying anything. I am not, my lips are zipped. My lips are zipped. Also, Concord 9th put out their save the dates for winter retreat and summer camp. Just saying, put them on your calendar, friends. You need, if you haven't done a Concord 9th event, they're so much fun. So much fun. Okay, so you have the actual accordion. These are the things that hold the things that go across the accordion. Then you have your front and back dice here. You can go to the Concord 9th website and see like everything cut out, but I did it, okay? I did it. Laura did an excellent job doing that video this month. I don't know if I could have done that video. She did a really good job. Okay, so there's my frame. I already have my adhesive on here, and when you use adhesive for this kind of thing, you're going to want to use a nice strong tape adhesive. I like this one from scrapbook.com. It's linked in the video description below. If you look at the video description and you don't have all the products listed, just refresh and you'll see everything there, just in case you came in early. This is the backer, right? So we're going to essentially create a little box out of those accordions on the side. Yes, Jen said, I put them on my calendar, and so did Winnie. Yes, awesome. Yay. Yes, so excited for more C9 events. Absolutely. Okay, and then I saw so many people using the birthday bundle that I was like, we need to give some love to this autumn. What's it called? The Accordion Woodland dies, okay? Look at how many dies you get in this set. It's so many. You get trees, you get kind of grassy hills, you get hedges. Here, this could be a tree or a hedge. You get a tree trunk, you get a banner. Like that alone is so useful with so many of your stamps. You can always curve a stamp to fit a banner. You get mushrooms and you get little branches that can come out from the sides. So, oh, and the stars, Megan will not be using those. No, I will not be. These are too small for me, especially if I was doing it like on my own and I could sit there and do it in a live. That's a no-go. That's a no-go in a live. All right, so what we're going to do first to start, we're going to create our base, right? And I'm going to grab my bone folder here, and we're just going to go back and forth just like we used to do when we were kids, creating a little fan. Remember when we used to make fans all the time out of our cardstock? Remember the cardstock we used to use as kids, how like coarse it was and rough? It's not like C9 cardstock. This stuff is good. It's like butter. Yes, they're so tiny, Karen, and I just can't do that, especially this week. If you guys have missed it, I've been really busy doing the 13 days of Craft-A-Ween, and today was day 11. So there are 2 more days to go, and I am done with them. I'm going to be just editing my videos in the car. But you know, if you've missed those videos, I would say over the weekend, if you have time, go back and check them out, because even if you don't have the 13 days advent calendar, there are so many things that I share in these videos, and blending and, you know, die cutting. I show you how to put together every single one so that you know how they go together. So I highly recommend just checking those out. Oh, Mindy has PTO day. Yay. Construction paper. That's it. Amrita's waiting on a FedEx truck. Yay. Craft-A-Ween is so much fun. It is so good. Okay, so you want to put these on so that they are the same way. So when I folded my accordion, I went up first, and that's, you know, you want to make sure that they're both facing the same way. Do you get what I mean? Like one doesn't go up and the other goes down, right? Carrie, where did you find the Craft-A-Ween kit? Everyone's been asking me. I even called my local store to see if I could help some people out. She didn't have any. So yeah, it's been hard to find. That was a very popular set. So if you watch all these videos this year and you think, oh, I need to do that next year, then be sure to hop on it. I know, Mela. I'm not sad that it will soon be over. I mean, you guys know I love Halloween so much, but it has been a lot of work to do 13 straight days of videos. I'm not lying. I don't think I will do that for Stitchmas. I might. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to line up the edge of our first fold with the edge of this front. And try to get it as straight as possible, and then just push it down. And then we're going to do the same with the other side. What's everybody saying? Oh, hi, Michelle. Thank you for being here. I know this is so cute, and I've seen this birthday set get so much love, and I was like, we need to give the Woodland set some love too. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing this the right way. And you're probably seeing my head right now. I just had to stick it down. Okay. Now I will tell you, this is slightly smaller than an A2. because they wanted, I guess, to make sure that it fit into an envelope. So make sure you use the dies to cut this instead of just cheating and cutting the oval out of your A2. It's slightly smaller, like a 1/16 of an inch all the way around, okay? All right, so now we can take our back panel. I'm gonna grab this and stick this down. Oh, Barbara got the Advent and Stitchmas, yay. Did you get those from Spellbinder? I think they're not out from Spellbinders yet. Did you get them from a local store? Can't remember. Tracy says she loves the Woodland set. I know. Okay, so that one's on, and then I'm gonna get this one on too. So just make sure when you fold those accordions, you really wanna make sure that you fold them both the same way. I'm gonna go in a little tighter here. If you don't fold them the same way, then they might not sit evenly, okay? So you really wanna do that. Now, is this something that you could do yourself with a scoring board? Yes. Okay, it is. But I will say that when you use a scoring board, not everything is always perfect, right? Not everything is always perfect. You might be off a 1/16 of an inch, a 32nd of an inch. And will that make a difference on your card? Well, it could. It could make a difference on your card. Okay, so just making sure that's straight. So now see how that sits? Now, this is done. That's the hard part, right? Well, I will say maybe not the hard part. That's the easy part. The easy part is done. Oh, Simon says Stamp had them for 5 minutes. Yeah, retailers get them first and then they'll come to Spellbinders. So they will be out at Spellbinders, everyone. And just know that I will be sharing that. Would I put it on my calendar? Hold on, let me look. Just making sure my mom hasn't texted me again. I put it on my calendar for September 6th, which is Saturday. That's when the Crafty Advent Calendar and Stitchmas release happens. So be sure to watch my feed for that, okay? Yeah, Catherine says, I create mine by myself. Was it super perfect? No, but good enough. Yes. Better than horrible, as Gina K would say. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put together my kind of greenery, my bottom bits. And that just means that we are going to fold these down. And so let me tell you how I cut these real quick, just so you know. So I took a piece of A2 cardstock landscape, laid this at the top of the piece of A2 cardstock, cut that out so that you only have that top edge. Then you take this die from the Accordion Card Base dies, and you would put this up to here, right? So your grass top edge is just under the cutting edge here, and then cut, and it creates this. You do the same thing with the grass, you do the same thing with the bumpy hedge, right? Yeah, better than horrible. I think we all say it now because, yeah. That's a good question, Amrita. It might be, they might go out to club members first on the 1st. That's a good question. I can find that out today. I can message Yana and see. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is to do, and I'm gonna keep turning it back and forth just so I get an idea of what I like here. And I'm turning these guys like that, and that's gonna help them to fit in. Okay, so I want, and remember you can do different levels here, different levels. I'm gonna keep my back, should I keep the back gray or should I cover it? So what you could do is you could take a piece of blue cardstock, let's do that. And we could adhere a sky in the back. Yes, let's do it. And I'll probably have to trim it down a little bit. And this is something that, you know, once you do this a couple of times, you can realize, oh yeah, I need to do that before I put this together. So if I was really clever, I would have put it in here on my back panel before I did any of this, okay? So I'm just gonna measure it actually. We're gonna do like 4 3/4. And the height of this is about 4. So let's just trim her up. These are the things that you realize, you know, like the first time you put together a card, you're like, oh yeah, could have done that a bit smarter, but it's okay. And I'm going to use adhesive for this. Hey, Vicki Donnelly, are you here? Nice to see you. Okay, so look, I'm just going to slide that baby right in there. It doesn't go all the way to the edge, but you're not going to see that anyway. It does go from top to bottom though. So that was an easy little fix. Make sure that's straight. Okay, now we have a blue sky. That's much better. Okay, so if we have 3 different scenes back here, I want the one furthest back. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. The one all the way in the back, I like that to be the darkest, okay? Because if you're thinking about perspective, then the thing at the all the way back is going to be the darkest thing. Now, I will say that in design school, the thing that I did the worst was perspective renderings. So don't always go off of what I say. Like I was so terrible at renderings, you guys. Like that's why computer renderings, yes, please. But when I went to design school, they were still teaching us like how to do drawings, and then like coloring with Prismacolor markers. So I had this huge set of Prismacolor markers that I did not appreciate at the time. I don't know why I didn't. I'm going to make this shorter. So like I just was not good at it. It was not my strong suit. Okay, I'm going to take this and cut it down. So remember that any of these panels, once you're putting it together, if you think, oh, I don't want that one to be stuck up so much, you can put it down. Cut it down a little bit. Oh, Amrita said, did you open your box? Everybody's waiting. I know. I've been on the phone with Catherine all week as they're getting boxes out. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is adhere these, and I'm going to use this tape. So this is the good one for it because it's like it's solid. It's not the dotted. Okay, you want a good solid strong tape, and just make sure you know where things are going before you stick this in and you push it down. Okay, you want to make sure you get your levels just right. Okay, there we go. I think this one's going to kind of go almost all the way to the back, maybe lift it up slightly. And the hardest part is just like getting it even, right? You really want to look at it and say, okay, is that nice and straight? Is that straight enough, right? I'm not sticking that all the way down against the back, even though it is in the back, because I want to make sure that it still kind of stands up from the background. Okay. Oh, that looks cute. I love that. And then this one, I'm going to put right in here. Feeling very hot making this card. Could be perimenopause, or it could be the fact that I'm making a 3D card. I don't know. It's a little bit stressful. A little bit stressful. Okay. So this one is going to go right in here. And just make sure that you are sticking it on the same piece on both sides, right? Because it gets a little bit confusing with this accordion until you turn it upwards, and then you say, oh, well, one stuck to the first accordion, one stuck to the second one, right? So you want to make sure that those are in the same place and stuck where they should be and straight. So, you know, it's a lot of pressure, but I think that once you get this layer on, then the rest is better, because then you're just sticking things to these layers, right? You're just sticking them there. And you know what you can also do is kind of really give it a press down. So look, that already looks cute. Now this one in front, and I've been folding mine forward. I don't know, I find that it's working a little bit better with it on that front part of the fold than it is with the back part of the fold. Let's see how far down this one needs to go. That looks very, very cute. How does that look? Because it'd be nice to have a few things on the foreground. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, Joy. Crop and Create delivered fall card making event. Those boxes shipped out to most, like I would say 95% shipped to the Americans this week. So really exciting. Okay, look at that, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so what else are we gonna do? Now, remember that you can also make some trees at the top. Now, what I wanna do here is probably trim these down because I'm not gonna see any of my sky. And you know what? I'm gonna take this, and this is the good thing about using a tape runner, because oftentimes tape runners give you a little bit of wiggle time. I'm gonna take this so that that straight edge is not all of the way down. Okay, there we go. So now we just have the little grassy bits down there. Okay, so at the top, you can put, you know, trees, look. So I can have little trees coming down from the top, almost like a, you know, the canopy of the forest. So I knew I would need to trim that, and I'm just trying to see how far I need to trim these. So maybe this one comes down a little further. I'll do this like 1/8 of an inch. Who doesn't want all the things, Mindy? I'm one of those people that is very particular about what I bring into my craft room or what I say yes to, just because clutter makes me really stressed. But I still see all the things that people use and I'm like, oh, I want it, right? Tracy, did you open your box? Let's see. Christine, there is a chance for sure. There is a chance. If you're on the wait list, there's definitely a chance that you will get in. I don't know exactly. I can text and find out. Let me you know, I can ask. I'll say, do you know when bonus day wait list people will be notified? Okay, we'll see. I'll see if I can get an answer for you. Oh, Jen had a pre-order for the advent calendars. You're a planner, Jen. Okay, so I'm going to trim this one down too, and I'm going to make it so that it comes down just kind of below the orange. So hopefully we can do this in the right place. Now, if there's anything that's not straight on these, the other good thing is you can hide that when you glue it in, when you tape it in. So don't stress about things not being straight. Hopefully this is going to be cute. You know, I really hope. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. There we go. Okay, so let's put our red one in the back, I think, and our orange one at the front. No. So they are working on that right now. They are working on that right now, getting all the, figuring out how many boxes we have left for the bonus day. Someone asked in my live. So hopefully you will know very soon. Okay. let's get this red one on. I tell you what, you guys, this is very stressful. And I think that once I'm done with this, I'm going to get a drink of coffee, because then it's just about like sticking on our little guys, like our little fox and things. But yeah, I'm feeling the stress of this. I think doing it live is stressful. If I was just sitting here working through it, it wouldn't be too stressful. Yes, many local retailers do a pre-order for things like that. Absolutely. So if you have a local store that carries spellbinders, you can always reach out to them. I know my local store does it here in the Chicago suburbs. Love my local store. It's called One Paper Place. So if you are in Indiana or Illinois and you have a chance to come out and check it out, it's a really great store. Great little store. I'm going to press that down. That is cute. That is so cute. So I have trees too. And what you could do is stick the trees back here so that it looks like they're coming up. But you know what? It's hard because unless you're actually getting this card in the mail and you can kind of like peer into the sides, you're not really going to see the tree. So is it worth putting the tree on? I don't know. I don't know. So I could do that and put the tree out here so that it looks, so that you can kind of see it. But see, you guys don't see it when you're looking at it straight on. It's kind of difficult. So I'm going to stick it on. Might as well, right? It's already been cut. Okay. All right, let's stick this guy here, because then it does look like it's kind of coming up. Let's do it. Yeah, I think that works. See? There's the tree branch. Okay. Now let's put our orange one on. And maybe I do another tree coming up from the orange one. Thanks, Michelle. It's a little bit stressful, and I'm trying to talk you through it as well. It's all going fine, but it's just, I just feel like substantially more hot than I did when I started this live. I almost threw my tree away. Don't do that. Okay, let's do the orange one. Not yet. Yeah, she's like, is your live done already? No, I'm asking live during my live. Okay. There's the orange one. Oh, that looks cute because it just kind of, the red one just peeks out from back there. See that? That is so cute. Okay. I love it. I love it, you guys. Now, note, in the essence of time for myself, I did not do any ink blending on anything. And I don't think that for a card like this, would it make a huge amount of difference to ink blend? What does my blood pressure say? Well, my heart rate's 84, which is really high for me, Tracy. So usually my resting heart rate is about in the low 60s. So I have a low heart rate. I'm gonna bring this one out. No, I can't do that. Here, let's do that. So yeah, my heart rate's pretty high. I just want to get all these tree branches and stuff on. There we go. Okay, so there's the trees in the background. See that? I put one further back and one here. One kind of coming up from the front and one back there. Look. And when you turn it to certain angles, you can see more. I can see more of the red when I do that. Okay. Oh, Krista, this is so cute, right? So they have a birthday one already. Now I did cut this, you guys, but I don't think I'm going to use it because this can be a little bush, but that's a really bright bush. You know, like that would be super bright. It would be cute if I cut it in like sprout maybe and put it in the front. What do you guys think? Do you think I should put this in like a shorter one in the corner in sprout so that you have something right in the foreground? Amrita, I always forget that you're in Kentucky too. I'm going to Midway on Saturday for a horse show shopping day, which is not fun for me. So, yeah, it's fun for my daughter, but it's not fun for me. So, oh, you thought it was fire, Joy. No, no forest fires. No forest fires in my woodlands. They're not allowed. We don't want our little critters having to run from fire. And of course, my glue is stuck. I should have checked my my glue gun before. I call it the gun. What do we call this thing, you guys? I've forgotten. I should have checked that before I went live, and I didn't, of course. So that happens. But it's been getting its use all week. Yes, she does ride horses, Amrita, and she shows. So we're taking a little road trip for my parents. They live in northern Kentucky, so taking a little road trip with my mom to take her down there and get her some new riding clothes. It's a once a year thing, unfortunately. Hey, Marianne Ward, nice to see you, my friend. Look at that. So there's a little tree stump. What did you guys think about the bush? Should I cut it in a different color and put it right here? What do you think? Or is that too much? Would that just be too much in the foreground? I don't know. I mean, it might be something cute. And then we could put our sentiment down here. I don't know. You all are pros. Oh, Aline is in Lexington. Well, I'm a UK grad. So I lived there for 5 years. I think Pistachio would be nice. Let's do it. So I know Lexington really well. My best friend is there. We went to Keeneland last October. I did not buy tickets this year. I needed a bit of a break. So no road trip, I think, on Columbus Day. But yeah, love Kentucky, love my home. Enjoy it. Oh, cutting stardust. That could be a good idea, Laura. Let's do both. It's just cardstock, right? Let's try it. I do like pistachio though. Cause it's like, pistachio is like, I don't know, that looks really good, you guys. That color, that looks pretty good. I think I like that. I think I could try stardust because it is a nice kind of fallish yellow, almost like a burnt yellow. Okay, so here's the thing with this. If I want to put it up here, I could fold it so that it kind of sets back from the opening a tiny bit and do that, not that, that. Or I could just set it up against the opening. And I think I'm just going to set it up against the opening. Oh, you bought the black one, Tracy? Tracy bought the new black Simon Hurley Scout. That's a good one. I like pistachio. It's a good color. You know what, you guys? I've been gluing all week. You don't even know what I cleaned off of my glass mat today. It was crazy. So much glue. So much glue. Just to make sure that you guys saw a nice clean mat in my space. Look at how cute that is. Okay. I'm super excited. Okay, so there is a little, okay, we're going to add the details because why not? Why not? I just need some ink. Let's grab some ink because I didn't grab that. I'm going to grab just mushroom because I wasn't going to ink anything today, but I forgot about the top of my stump. And I'm going to wipe it off with my fingers. Oh my gosh, Laura, I am so all about autumnal colors as well. And I don't know if you guys saw, but Concord 9th was so sweet to invite me in their Instagram hop for their birthday. So happy birthday, Concord 9th. And I got to create with a set from 2021 that I had never created with before. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was so cute. I'll show those cards to you in just a minute. Okay, so here's the thing. I have my stump here, and I can set it kind of right here so that Pistachio covers the bottom of the stump. And then my fox, which we're going to put together, can sit on the top, or he can sit up here on the hill to the side. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this over here. I love Gina's little die cutter too, Roberta. I use them both, and I like them both. Whenever I'm making Gina's cards, I use that one. Spellbinders. You know, the Spellbinders one sits behind me. My Gina's one sits right here on my shelf because it's so cute. I just think it's the cutest thing. Okay, so we don't have much to put together here. So let's put together our mushrooms and our little fox. I'm going to do a cheat on his nose because I lost his little black nose piece and I couldn't find it. What did you ask me for that wasn't on the list, says my mom. I said any side dishes you would like. I know, it's so cute, right, Barbara? Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I love it. And I wish you guys could see it the way it looks like not on camera, because when you can turn it different ways, it just looks even cuter. Okay, so I'm getting a black marker because I'm cheating. I'm going to cheat here because I lost my little nose piece this morning when I was die cutting. And I literally did not want to die cut again for that teeny tiny little nose piece and inlay that. So guess what? We're going to color that in. I'm going to go in closer so you guys can see what I'm doing with these little pieces. Now there's not a lot of tiny pieces to die cut, and actually Concord 9th has done a really good job of kind of like minimizing the itty bitty pieces. So I'm just going to make sure that my black mark is in the right place, and it sure is. We're going to go with that. Let me just do a little bit more down. Okay, so here's the nose. So I did die cut the solid fox, then I die cut the fox pieces twice, once out of Spice Cider and then out of Pebble, so that it wasn't so white. Thanks, Marianne. You know, my last live of the month is always my live because there's no really releases at the end of the month. So I don't feel pressured to do something like a new release. Gina's kit sold out. And so I thought, you know, let's just go live and do something fun today. And this was my fun. I haven't created with this yet, and it looks so cute and fun. I just had to do it. And I had to give this little fox some love. So Spice Cider, perfect color for a fox. Perfect color. I didn't put the colors that I used down there yet, but I can go back and do that after the live. I just put the product bundles and, you know, the imperative things. Look at him. He's got his little eyes closed. He's so cute. Now, if you really want to cheat, there are 2 little openings for his feet, and I did die cut those, but let's cheat, right? Nobody's going to know. Do you think that the person who gets your card is going to be like, how dare you not inlay those feet? No, they're going to be like, how cute is that adorable little fox? And you're going to be like, I know. Okay. Go up a little bit more. So we cheated and it works great. Yes, Barbara said I have an open tray for little die cuts. Yep, I do the same. And actually I did save some die cuts from cards I created earlier in the week to use on this set. So I'll share those in just a minute. But yeah, that was so much easier than me inlaying those feet. Hooray. Look at how cute he is. Isn't he adorable? Love it. The fox is awesome. I love foxes. My husband does not. We have a fox, like when we first met, we had kind of like a little fox disagreement because he's British. Okay. Foxes in England have a bad rap, right? They do kill things. So Simon grew up with chickens, right? He grew up with chickens, and you know what foxes do to chickens, and it's not pretty. And so he saw many of their beloved chickens get taken out by foxes. So he is not a fox fan. Now, I did not put my fox on the stump because I thought my stump was too high. Let me try it. Let me just see. Yeah, I think it's too high because he would just be sitting up there kind of like floating. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put him on the hill or should I put him on the stump? Yes, Amrita, we had a fox disagreement. And I said, foxes are the cutest things I've ever seen. And he hates foxes. They can be pretty horrible, but when it comes to killing things, they're pretty horrible. But I also grew up in the country like Amrita, and like way in the country, and we had raccoons, and I've seen what raccoons do to other animals too. Now he could kind of sit here so that he is sitting next to the tree stump. Or I don't know, I kind of want him on the hill. Like just like that, where he's like front and center. Oh, you guys are saying stump. Okay. Yes, they do have bad raps. We have lots of coyotes here, actually. Perfect off the stump. Stump says Cynthia. Stump says Marianne. Jenny G says stump. Beverly says hill. Hill would balance. I like the hill, you guys, I have to say. If my stump was shorter, like then I would put it, like if my stump was down here. But here's what we can do. Maybe this will appease all my friends that said stump. Is that still stuck on there? Yes, it's okay. Is it on the same one? No. What I just realized was that this green one over here is not on the right one here. And you know what? When I'm absolutely done with this card, I'm going to go in and double check and reinforce and make sure that this is like ready to send out in the mail too. Because live, I'm just trying to put it together and show you guys how it goes. Once you go to mail this baby, you just really want to make sure that it's where it should be. Everything's in the right place, right? Okay, so I have our cute little mushrooms. There's 2 mushrooms, so I cut them out of both spice cider and poppy. Is it poppy or did I do it out of, hold on, I think I did it out of, yes, it is poppy. Yes, because I wanted that cute little, you know, that one. And I just need to make sure that I'm putting it on the right one. I don't think I am. Okay, so the tall one is the one with the holes. Yes. So let's do that. And my gun's not working. Haha, ask Simon, he would say neither. Ask Simon what? I don't know. Yeah, Amrita says on the hill a little bit away for the, put a snail on the stump. Yeah, a snail would be cute. I don't have a snail die cut here in this set, but like I said, Roberta, you could choose any dies that you have in your stash that would fit the scale, because that's really important. When you're mixing and matching your die sets, and this is something that I did a post for SCT magazine where I had talked about how to mix and match your die sets, and really it really is so much about scale, because sometimes some companies do things in a much smaller scale than others, but if you have some like woodland things that work to the scale, then it's perfect. I'm going to put one mushroom down here by my tree. Look, little mushroom back there. Okay, and then I'm going to put another one. I'm going to put a short one up here. If I can find the right mushroom to base ratio here. Okay. I'm going to put this orange one more towards the front. Probably should have done a yellow mushroom, but I don't know if yellow mushrooms exist. I'm sure they do, but not exactly sure. I'm going to put this one, layer this one on my tree. So when you're going in here to kind of layer things up. It's going to be a little bit of a stretch, you know, but it's doable. There we go. There's my little orange mushroom. And I just put that right at my tree base. I'm going to press it down. Just let the glue do its thing. Let the glue do its thing. Okay, and the last one, I'm going to put 3 on. The last one I'm going to do is the one that fits this one. And I think I need to turn it. Yes. Which one is this one? I think it's that one. Okay, we've got mushroom issues here. Okay, here we go. I think that's the way that it goes. And then this one is going to go in the front by the tree stump. I like things in 3s. Then the last thing that we're going to add, you guys, is some foliage. And there's some in this set, and then there's some that I cut from a different set that I thought would be really, really cute. Okay, so there's my little mushroom there. Look at that. And I love how these two are back here. This one's at the foreground. It's really playful and fun to just, you know, kind of get these things in place. Look how cute that is. All right. Yes, we need AI card making assistants. I know, Amrita, why not yellow mushrooms? I'm sure they do exist. I just don't know of them. Okay, so this is the die that is in this set, the Woodland set, Accordion Woodland set. So you can kind of like stick these around all over. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheat a little bit and put some tape adhesive on the back and stick these babies in. You just kind of got to get your hands in there. I'm going to stick them behind my stump, kind of change up the colors. The other die set that I have was from the cards, the trio of cards. And you know, like I did not have to create 3 cards, but of course I'm extra, and I just knocked that down. I'm totally extra, so I made a trio of cards the other day. Look, and it's on my Instagram page and it's on my blog. So I gave all the details about these cards, but look at all these dies too. These are really great. And when we talked about the same scale, they are exactly the same scale, right? But just a different shape. So if you have these little bits, like Barbara said, already die cut and like placed in a drawer somewhere, pull them out and use them for something like this. This is the perfect place to use those up. And I might stick a couple underneath our sentiment too. Yeah, the cards are beautiful. That set is beautiful. I wish I would have known about it before and I didn't, but now I do. So you guys go check out my blog, just meganandrew.com. It's probably 4 or 5 down on the list because I had so many Craftoween blog posts this week. And you can learn all about those cards. They're super fun, really pretty cards. Perfect for Thanksgiving or just general fall cards, right? I think I might try to do 3 of these kind of areas of these little fall foliage here. Don't want them too high. Okay. So there's one there, there's one there. So let's put a couple back here. It is so pretty. I think the hardest part about this, and this has come together pretty quickly, and it didn't take me that long to die cut this. So, you know, not really super taxing card, I promise you, not lying. Just kind of came together pretty easily. But the hardest part is getting your fingers in, making sure that your adhesive is adhering, is doing its job. Because you want to get a really good adhesive. Even if you use like the red line adhesive, go for it. Look at that. I can't even. I'm going to put a couple back here because that little corner needs some love. Needs some love. And then we just have to put our sentiment on, right? It's kind of no fuss card. It's kind of a no fuss, no blending. I didn't blend. I blended enough this week, you guys. If you haven't watched my 13 days of Craftoween, I was blending a lot. And I'm kind of done blending right now. That is so cute. Okay, this guy is moving. So we're just gonna have to reinforce. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. That is so cute. I covered up my mushroom. I didn't want to do that, but I don't feel like it needs anything else. I feel like this is a happy little woodland scene. Like it's just, I'm gonna put that further towards over there so you can see my mushroom. There we go. Look at that. Okay, love it. Okay, super happy with that. So I've already done my little banner. I haven't done the big banner yet. So the big banner, they layer up on each other. The reason why I didn't do the big banner is because I thought that I might want to do it in a color and I wanted to get a feel for it first. Okay, so there are a couple of different banners here. Thinking of You goes upside down. Best of Luck goes upside down. Thankful for You would go over the top, and You Are So Loved would go over the top. Now, because these are already curved, it would be quite difficult for you to go in and try to curve them the opposite way, right? Doesn't really work that way. If you have a straight one, then you could kind of curve it to any way. I really like the idea of putting this on the bottom. So I'm going to do Thinking of You. I just think that's very cute. Also notice, look at how cute this is. Like you can put little stamp detail in the corners. I love that, but I'm going to use up the rest of my die cuts in the corners. That's what I'm going to do. I also have to let you guys know that, very exciting, in 30 minutes on the SCT YouTube channel, my friend Lori Craig is going to be on for the last day of our partner celebration, which, seriously, last day. Hold on, I'm going to grab something from my Concord 9th cabinet because it's right in the front. The all-in-one turnabout jig, something must have, always add to your cart. If you have an old turnabout jig, grab a new one because they get yucky and not sticky anymore. But I'm going to use that to hold my die cut down. So partner celebration has been going on all month long. If you guys have missed it, we're on our last week. Today is the last day. We have 5 days of giveaways that are still open. So be sure to go to Scrapbook and Cards today to check that out. Go to the blog tab. This is one of the biggest things that I do all year long because it's a month-long event for us. It's our only month-long event. The other ones are a little bit shorter. So today we have Lori Craig from Olo Marker. She's going to come on and talk to us about creating different color combinations with like limited markers. So if you're just starting your alcohol marker stash, then you might want to check that out. Okay, I have mushroom here. Should I use mushroom? Or should I use like a color? Because we could use spice cider. Mushroom might look nice though. Is Jen Shirkus here? Hello, Jen. Okay, so let's use mushroom because I think that'll be nice and bold. And if I don't like it, you know, we just restamp. And then maybe I'll use spice cider or a yellow behind it because I reserved that one die cut to do during the live. Okay. Cute. I love that font too. It's just very playful. As is this entire release, just really playful and cute. Okay, so the big banner is this one. And the little banner sits on it like this. So, or like that, because it's upside down in our case. So we're going to put this all the way at the bottom. I kind of think that yellow would make it pop, really pop on the front. So let's check that out. I just lost some of my leaves because they need to be reinforced, but that's okay. We'll go back and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, let's see, what yellows do I have here? Look, this is what my die cuts look like my my cardstock looks like, and I'm trying to get every single little inch out of it, you guys. I think I might just be able to make that work. Look at that. It doesn't get much tighter than that. Let's try it and see if it works. If it doesn't cut off anything, then we are golden. Yes, yellow, says Miss Whitlock. Yeah, check it out with Lori today. I tell you guys, if you're new to alcohol markers and you don't have a lot of Copics, I really love my Olo markers, and Lori is an excellent teacher. So even if you do have Copics too, she can talk to you guys about blending ink colors. She's just good, and she's very relaxing. Lori has a very relaxed tone. Oh, I did the "You Are So Loved," not thinking of you. What am I doing? Okay, let's do that again. Hello. Let's try that again. I think somebody said that to me too, and I totally blanked on it. Just need a piece of cardstock here. Yes, Megan, pay attention. What do you guys think about the yellow? I think that's kind of cute. It's gonna get mostly covered by the white. So even if it looks like a lot right now, it will not look like as much once we get the white on top. And then we can make a decision. And then I think I'm gonna add another mushroom and a couple of leaves on there. Okay. Lori is amazing. She's really great at what she does. Okay, let's try that again, you guys. Thinking of you. Let's go. Okay. And Jen Shirkus is here, and she's also an excellent teacher of coloring. Would you call yourself a teacher of coloring or a teacher? Yeah, card making instructor, coloring instructor, all around good human. That's what I would call Jen Shirkus. All around good human. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. The yellow does brighten it up, Roberta, on the front. Yes. And if I would have thought about it, I would have put that cute little corner detail stamp on there too, but that's for the next card. This is my practice card. I have practice cards too, you guys. And it's rare that I do a card before my live to make sure I like it. I like doing that, but most of the time I just do not have the time to do it. So these live cards are my practice cards, right? I mess up just like you guys do. I'm gonna put the top on my jig because we don't want any yuckies on it. Okay, so let's put this guy together. I love this. I just think it is the cutest thing. And I just need to make sure that this is the right way. Yeah, like that. Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna have the yellow ends, but it's mostly going to be white. So that's okay. So be sure to watch my stories this weekend, friends, for my adventures in at home. We always go to, the Cincinnati Zoo. It's my favorite zoo ever. And we'll be going to fireworks on Sunday and just doing all the fun things. Going on a road trip to spend a ridiculous amount of money on horse show clothes. Always fun. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so let's get that on our front. I know it's kind of counterproductive to put this on last, but I really do think that it is worthwhile to get a feel for your card first before you put this layer on. I just want to make sure that it is centered. So I'm going to look at my camera. That is super cute. And I do really love having that bush there to kind of add that foreground. Adorable. Now, let's grab, what do we have left here? We have a mushroom. I know I had some leaves. There's one. I thought I had two. Oh, if I had one that went that way and one that went that way, that would be really cute. Do I? I don't know. I don't know that I do. I think they just went the same direction. Hold on. Let me just make sure I don't have a rogue one here somewhere. I don't think I do. That's a shame. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so what I could do instead of that is just do one and a little mushroom. I don't know if that would look cute or not, but we could try it. Could give it a try. I know, it is so, so cute, Amrita, isn't it? Just love it. I just think this is a happy little card. Didn't take me long to make. You know, didn't do any ink blending, didn't do anything dramatic or special. It's just cute. And it's just literally being patient, putting it together. Yes, I'm going to do that. Let's put that right there. Look at that. Yes. Yes, please. You could also put one on the other side too, but that is adorable. Okay, so if you guys haven't checked out the Concord 9th release yet, be sure to do that. Just see what it's all about. Check out those cool bundles. It's just going to be good. Again, I gave you guys a little, just, you know, just saying that accordion might be handy in the future. You never know. You never know. So you might want to pick it up if you like these kind of cards. There might be things coming. Look how cute. Isn't that adorable? I might put another little mushroom on the other side, but I have to put it together. And now I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna give myself a drink of coffee. Linda, we were talking about that earlier, a local craft shop having the Craft-A-Ween box. I checked my local store. It does not. She doesn't know anyone that has it either, because she's in touch with other store owners too. So it's really hard to get it. I would just check for maybe sites where people might do their cards and want to resell it. So check that. Thank you guys. I know this is a lot on a little card, isn't it? It's a lot of stuff, but I think that it is just adorable. Yeah, and I'm just going to make sure that, you know, my glue and my tape are all nice and strong and that everything is straight so that this can fold down and I can get it in a card. Coffee's life, Beverly. It's life. Okay, so don't forget to check out my blog to check out the details of these cards. There's also a giveaway on my Instagram feed. I think that ends today maybe. So check that out from Concord 9th. They're giving away on this hop so many gift cards. So, all right. Oh, you're welcome, Jen. You're so welcome. Okay, yes, watch from the beginning, Marianne. Okay, I'm going to go to my face. I don't think I have any announcements today, but you know, you guys always know where to find me. I am at Instagram at Megan Andrew. I'm at meganandrew.com, and obviously here on YouTube, Megan Andrew Creates. So yeah, I will see you guys next Friday. I hope you have a beautiful long weekend. Be sure to check out this card on my Instagram feed. I will take some pictures of it and post it there and on my blog so you get all of the details. Thank you guys. Happy Labor Day. Be safe out there. Be kind, and love you all. Happy creating. Bye-bye.